Good morning, students. Today I am going to take the fourth chapter of Supplementary Reader, A Question of Trust, written by Victor Canning. This is a story of two burglars, thieves, who want to rob the same safe in a same house, and they come face to face while robbing. Horace Danby, the main character of this story, is caught by the other burglar, who was a lady and who poses to be the owner of the house. She makes Horace Danby to open the safe, but after 2 days Horace is arrested. Now what happens? Let's go directly to the story. Horace Danby, the main character of the story, had a good reputation in the society. He was about 50 years old, unmarried, and he lived with the housekeeper. In fact, he was usually very well and happy, except he had hay fevers in summers. In summer time, a kind of fever comes, hay fever, which affects the nose and throat, and people sneeze a lot because of this. So he suffers during the summer with this. Though he was good and respectable, but he was not completely honest. He had been to prison 15 years ago, first time and only time, because of some of his robbery. And he had a passion for books. He was fond of books. He loved rare, expensive books. So he robbed a safe every year. Each year he planned carefully just what he would do, steal enough which would last for 12 months, and then secretly bought the books he loved, those rare and expensive books. Now, planning before a theft. Now he was about to go for the theft, and for 2 weeks he had studied a house. It was the house of Shotover Grange. So he studied for 2 weeks about all of its details, looking for its rooms, electric wiring, paths, and garden. So he had done all his homework about this, and this afternoon the two servants who remained in the Grange while the whole family was out in London for 1 month, and today those two servants even were out for a movie. So Horace found it as a good opportunity. He saw them go, and though he felt a little hay fever in his nose, he came out from behind the garden wall, and taking his tools in a bag, he entered the house. He wanted to buy 3 interesting books coming up for sale in this autumn, so for that he needed money. It had 15,000 pounds worth of jewels kept in the Grange safe. He had seen where the housekeeper hung the key, and he had also studied everything of the house. So he entered the house. Then there was a small dog named Sherry, and he silenced it by showing a little affection and calling it by name, and the dog was quiet. Then the safe was in the drawing room behind a painting. he started reaching towards that, and there was a big bowl of flowers on the table. He felt his nose tickle because of the uh, scent of the flowers. His nose tickled. He gave a little sneeze and then he put down his bag carefully, and he thought he had 4 hours before the servants come back. When again he started, he found that those flowers were again hindering him. He covered his face with his handkerchief. Then he sneezed again loudly, and suddenly he heard a voice, and the voice told him that he could cure the sneeze. The voice of a lady coming from the doorway, asking him what is it, cold or hay, and suddenly he just answered hay fever. Then that woman said, you can cure it with special treatment, you should see a doctor. You sneezed so loudly that I could hear you. Then when he looked at it, it was a quite kindly voice, but very firm. A woman was standing in the doorway, and she was young and pretty. She was dressed in the red color. She said that she had come back in time, but not expected to meet a burglar. She told he might be hoping she is out to London for 1 month, but she said that she was just in time, but she was surprised to see him there. He very confident. The lady confidently asked Horace what he was doing. Horace replied that first he wanted to run. Then the lady says she would call the police and tell them about him, and they would get him at once. Horace Denby told her to let him go, requested, and he asked her to forget whatever she saw, but the lady laughed, and Horace begged her. He promised even that he would never commit a burglary if she lets her go. The lady had by now impressed him that she was the landlady, because the dog Sherry was also with her, very friendly, and she was telling all the details. She told him that her husband had asked him before going to London to take all those jewels to deposit in a bank, but she left here, and tonight she wanted to wear those jewels for a party, and she just came down to get them, but she had forgotten the numbers to open the safe. It was a number lock and she had forgot those numbers. So Horace said that he can open the safe for her, and in return the lady would let him go without informing anybody. And as Horace whole his life had worked with the locks, he used to make locks, so it was not difficult for her. Within 1 hour he opened the safe without using any gloves and gave the jewels to her. Now for 2 days he was quiet, and on the morning of the 3rd day, however, he thought of the books he wanted, and he knew he would have to look for another safe, but he never got the chance to begin his plan. Why? Because by noon a policeman had arrested him for the jewel robbery at Shotover Grange. Now the real thing is out. His fingerprints, because he had opened the safe without gloves, so fingerprints were all over the room, and no one believed when he said that the wife of the owner of the house had asked him to open the safe for her, and even the wife herself. And that lady was the wife, the owner, the landlady was a grey haired, sharp tongued woman of 60. She said that the story was a nonsense. Now, the real thing revealed to Denby that the lady whom she met in the house was not actually the landlady, was not the owner of the house. So, Horace at last is now the assistant librarian in the prison. So, he was sent to the prison, but he was given some work there in the library of prison. He works as assistant librarian there though, and he often thinks of that charming, clever young lady who was in the same profession as he was, who was a burglar herself like him, and he was tricked by her. And he gets very angry when anybody talks about the honor among thieves. So, this is the story of a question of trust, how he trusted that lady, but it all came out futile to him. So, this was the chapter I had explained, and I would be sending the question answer also with you, and you have to do the question answer of this chapter also. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you. Bye bye.